say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land?
Welcome fans to 2K Sports Third. One thing you love about these teams, Clark, they both do the dirty work on the glass.
Yeah, extra possessions will be at a premium tonight. No easy boards with all of these glass eaters running around, getting their hands dirty. Should make for a really interesting game to keep an eye on inside.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. They've got Castle. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. Hayden Watson is out there with Sarr.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Now here's Edwards. Outside Watson. From outside the arc. Edwards can't hit. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Michael Malone. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And that one falls for Towns.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time, and he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
And so Towns nails them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Castle. Outside Edwards. Pass to Watson. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Sarr misses. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Allen a screen. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Sarr. Inside. Here's Castle. Just over a minute and a half in. Watson with it. Clock at 6. The rebound by Allen. Here's Harper. He really had an off game against the Rockets. A nice shot by Butler.
Boy, that's just deflating for the defense. I mean, staying tight on Butler, but still not able to prevent the basket.
Outside Watson. And there's the lob.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Towns double team. Here's Miller. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Miller's got 6.
And 3 for 4 to start. Showing some rhythm.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Now a look at the teams who excelled at rebounding over the last month. Cleveland, second, fifth best, Minnesota.
And both of these teams have been great at rebounding the ball over the last month, making sure they're doing whatever they can to get the boards off the miss.
Here's Castle. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. Here's the pick. Takes a three. He drops it from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And he lobs it up top. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Boy, Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Outside Butler. Fires from deep. Oh, good D by Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 7. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Pass to Allen. Here's Harper. Shoots from the elbow. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Offensive board. Castle for 3. Sarr passes to Edwards. Guarded by Miller. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Castle for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Towns outside. Here's Harper. Back to Towns. 3-pointer. Here's Allen. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
Takes a step back. Here's Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
The Cavaliers leading. Butler surveying the floor. To the left side wing. Here's Harper. No points so far. Back to Butler. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Here's Miller. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Pass to Castle. Covered by Towns. Edwards against Butler. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
Well, there are always trades this time of year, Clark, but we rarely talk about the human aspect of these moves.
That's a great point, B.A. You know, these guys integrate into their communities. They create bonds and friendships and connections. Their kids go to school and make friends, and then if they're traded, all of that is disrupted. So it's often overlooked, but it's a real part of being a pro basketball player in the NBA. A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And Minnesota calls time here.
second in rebounding, and they are in the top 5 in fewest turnovers. They handle the rock with care, and that also helps you defensively. Less chances for your opponents to run off a turnover.
And just to touch on their rebounding again, the energy they put into that aspect of the game is remarkable. A lot of what they do starts with their work on the glass. Now here's Butler. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Here's Harper, guarded by Edwards. Harper misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, knocked backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Continuing to work on refining his craft. Butler puts in a great amount of time, maybe more than most.
A different look for Cleveland. Bataze's checked in for Jared Allen. O'Neal comes in for Towns. And Mitchell subbed in for Harper. Butler hits them both.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
All right, we're going to switch over now to Shams Charania. He's on the line with a story out of OKC. Shams, what's the news on the Thunder?
Thanks, Brian. They're very pleased to add Benedict Mathurin to their roster, a skilled scorer who also possesses a ton of confidence. He should fit in very well with this group.
Always great to hear from you, Shams. Thanks so much. Now here's Mitchell. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Here's Miller. Cleveland again missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the inside. Butler against Edwards. Over Butler. Edwards, no good.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And it's Mitchell. The miss. The Timberwolves trail. It's Edwards on the wing. Butler covering. Pass to Dillingham. Screen by Watson. Takes the 3. Dillingham, no good.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Butler against Edwards. Now here's Butler. Not a lot of room.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
Pass to Messi. Edwards looking it over. Over Butler. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 6.
Edwards flexing on him now. Bully ball inside.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
He's checked in for the Cavaliers. A moment here to see the numbers for Anthony Edwards.
When you look at his true shooting percentage, it's really been impressive over the last 10 games. He's playing to his strengths, taking smart shots, and we'll see if he can keep this momentum going.
Strus the pass to Batadze. Mitchell with the ball. Still no points. Strus with the bucket.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here's Dillingham. Check by Mitchell. Three-pointer. Strus grabs the miss.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Miller on the wing. Left side O'Neal. Tries again. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Kick to the outside. Heads up play. Cognizant of the entire floor.
Now George to the paint. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
A minute 53 left in the first quarter of the game. Screen by O'Neal. It's Strus with a drive. 4-3. Royce O'Neal, that one's good. O'Neal's got 5.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Here's Dillingham. Check by Mitchell. Miller against George. Knocks down the long J.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Mitchell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Uses the glass on the layup.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Edwards against Strus. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Outside for Mitchell. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. The first one at the line is good.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
And it's tied up with that one. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Thompson. O'Neal on the wing. Outside Mitchell. Clock at 4. Over Dillingham. Mitchell's shot is good. 8 seconds left to play in the first. Right side Edwards. Knocks down the step back Jay. Edwards got 12 points in the game. It's a tie game in Cleveland. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Minnesota shooting it at 52%. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Max Strus is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Harper in at the point. That's the group for Cleveland getting going in the second. And here's Thompson for 3. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Watson. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Cleveland shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And with the voting just about finished, let's see who's likely to make an appearance at this year's dunk contest. This is a talented group of guys.
It certainly is, B.A., and I'm really looking forward to this contest. These aerial artists who are going to have a lot of fun pulling out all the stops to wow the judges and make the crowd go wild.
You look at Miller. He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
And we are very close to announcing our dunk contest participants. The final list is coming soon.
If the contest ends up being that list, I'd be very happy with it. What a group that is.
Here's Harper. No points yet. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
And Cleveland making a change here. Allen's checked in. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Pass to Castle. Here's Sarr. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. Clark, a lot of NBA pundits like to issue bold preseason predictions. I don't think you fall into that camp.
Yeah, I'm a little more measured in that regard, B.A. I like to base my predictions on stuff that's real, not stuff that might be real. But I understand the need to try to speculate and anticipate. But there's so much that's unforeseen and unpredictable that it really is difficult to make guarantees or predictions with any basis in fact until some games have been played.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Johnson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Now to the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 77, A.J. Johnson.
Allen finds Strus. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavs will retain possession. And here now are the teams that have made a difference with their defense in the past 10 games. The Cavs, 4th.
They've turned up the heat defensively over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Allen a screen. Harper misses. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Sarr. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Allen outside. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Strus. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for Cleveland, Max Strus. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Thompson. He does not get the second one. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Pass to Sarr. Here's Castle. He's got 6. Here's Sarr. Allen defending. Johnson for 3. And he buries his first look.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Outside Strus. Outside Butler. And here's Strus. Pass to Harper. This one for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Harper's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Watson. Still without a bucket. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one. Deflects the pass. Here's Castle. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Really textbook use of the dribble. Getting inside to get his work done.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Lets it go from the wing. Gets rebounded by Minnesota, coming off that win against the Sixers.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
He misses the free throw. Brandon Miller's checked in for Cleveland. And the second free throw is good. And Cleveland has possession. They trail by 6. Last time they came together was in Minneapolis, where they fell to the Timberwolves.
Their reserves have to step up this time around and get stops. That was the difference the last time these teams played.
I couldn't agree with you more. They allow some opposing reserves to get it going. You know the stars are going to get their points. But when you allow those second unit guys to get it going, that's when you're in trouble.
Outside Johnson. Here's Castle. 11 points for him last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And had a high number of steals. Just a ball hawk, striking fear into the opponent.
Now here's Butler. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Castle. Now Johnson. To the middle. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Harper. He has 6. And they're on the run. Castle for 3. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Towns looking for an opening. Miller, the pass to Harper. There's the drive. Pass to Towns. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Towns has got 6.
I thought he might get caught between the pass and the shot, but he makes a great adjustment.
Covered by Towns from about 16. Czar misses. And Towns has got the ball here for the Cavaliers. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Here's Harper. And another basket for Cleveland.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Here's Castle. 9 points in the game. Beyond the arc. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Allen inside. Pass to Butler. Towns outside. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3rd and blocks. And they've landed in the top 10 for team scoring. They're making smart decisions on that end and presenting a challenge for most defenses.
And you pointed out, they are 3rd in blocks. So this is a defense you need to hit jumpers against. Scoring in the key is not easy. Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
It appears that he's in a lot of pain, and they call the timeout, and the trainer's going to have a chance to take a look at him.
Let's give a huge Cleveland welcome to the Cavs World Hot Squad. On the court now is your Hot Squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Who wants the t-shirt? You know what to do. Make some noise.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jimmy Butler.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Pass to Messi. Edwards with it. Goes up from the top of the key, and that's good for 2. Edwards has got 14.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Mitchell against Johnson. Miller on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's O'Neal. Minnesota with a rebound.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Mitchell against Edwards. Yep, count it. And now a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to Harper. Screen by O'Neal. He takes it in. Got a hand on it. Here's Castle. 9 points in the game. Inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And that game against Sacramento is going to be a good challenge for them. Even though they expect to win, it could probably go either way, depending on how well they play.
The first one falls. Both teams will make substitutions. So he gets them both. And the Cavaliers with possession here. 7-point differential. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
George passes to Edwards. To the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Miller. 11 points for him last game against Houston.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Cleveland shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive. Shooting two.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
You know, for Miller, to me, it's about playing to his strengths. When he does that, he's an effective player.
And looking at the 2K leaderboard now, here are the two guards who have been shooting the lights out over the last 10 games. Anthony Edwards on top.
It's not surprising that he's doing damage from deep. Guys at his position are asked to make this a staple of their offensive arsenal, and he's doing exactly this.
The key to that success for me is his constant movement without the ball. I mean, he works extremely hard to create and find the space he needs to get his shot off.
That's good from George. He's off on the second. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Miller. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Miller's got 9 points.
Rising to meet the challenge of that interior defense. What a play by Miller.
George outside. The kick out to Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Cavaliers ball. As always, things getting interesting in the West. A look at the standings. Taking a look at Minnesota. So far, this hasn't been the season they were hoping for. And time is of the essence. Cleveland has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Freeman. Thompson outside. And there's the screen from deep. Misi grabs the board.
he didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Edwards does not back down. Even if it means taking physically hard contact, he's fearless.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. Throw good, Edwards.
Hey, he's still scoring a little bit, but he's gotten away from his first quarter approach when I thought he was attacking the defense and was able to draw foul after foul.
And Cleveland making a change here. Strus is checked in. And both free throws good for Edwards. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They trail by 9. Outside Strus. The 3. Drills it from deep. Strus has got 6.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's Dillingham. Checked by Mitchell. Pass to George. Counted. 6 points for him.
Assist goes to number 42.
There's 1:40 left in the first half. Here's Freeman. Back to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Here's Batase. It's blocked. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
The Timberwolves lead by 8. Outside Edwards. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. It'll be his 4th time going to the line in this game.
And you love his aggressive approach offensively, drawing foul calls left and right.
And he clearly has been feeling it when he gets to that line. And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Free throw no good for Edwards. The Cavaliers trail by 10. To the inside, Freeman.
2nd in fewest turnovers per game, and they're one of the top 5 rebounding teams in the league. They put in a lot of work down low. They're an intimidating team when they're attacking the boards.
And to be number 2 in turnovers per game, it gives you a good sense of what a well-organized squad they are. They run a tight ship. And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Edwards against Thompson. No good with a layup. Cleveland has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Nice read by Thompson right there, you know, showing he's more than just a shooter with plays like this.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
At the line for Cleveland, Davion Mitchell.
One shot.
One shot.
That free throw is good for Mitchell. And here's Edwards. Give him 20. Down low. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Shooting for Minnesota, number 42 at the line for one.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 7. Here's Batase. Strus's shot is off.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Edwards. Blocked! From deep three-point land. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Minnesota up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defense.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Hey everybody, first off, let's take a gander at what's been happening on the trading block. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
Gotta call my agent now.
And turning our attention back to that first half of action, guys, Anthony Edwards was in complete control.
A superstar in the making. You know who I'm talking about. Anthony Edwards brings so much to this team. He was unstoppable scoring the ball in the first half.
You know what? He's got all the tools out there, Edwards. I mean, the stars are aligning, so watch out.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. On the court for Minnesota, Castle is out there with Edwards. Then there's Sarr. Then it's Peyton Watson. Here's Castle. Shot from 12. Doesn't go that time. Butler up top. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Anthony Edwards.
I don't think you can get too physical with Butler because he's so smart and clever in how he gets into the defender to draw the foul.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Minnesota leading by 7. Out to the right wing. Pass to Castle. Inside. Oh, power it home! Oh, wow! it goes. Jam that one home.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Miller. He's got 9. Pass to Harper. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first trip to the line.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
And he makes a first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Timberwolves lead by 9. Outside Edwards. Over to the wing. Sarr passes to Edwards. They've got numbers. Pass to Harper. Edwards against Butler. Now Miller puts up a 3. Edwards pulls it in.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. And let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and see which 2 guards have been making an impact with their passing this season. In the 3rd spot, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, and this is a group that really appreciates effective ball movement. They can create for themselves or anyone else on the floor.
Yeah, I think you've got to attribute it to the unselfish attitude that each of them has. I mean, sure, they're going to attack and make sure they get their points, but they get just as much satisfaction in racking up assists, too.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Towns with the ball. He has 6. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Peyton Watson.
Boy, how do you stop Karl Anthony Towns, an elite scoring talent with incredible size?
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line in this one. And he drops the first.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Cat is generally among the best in the league.
And so Towns nails them both. Just under 2.5 minutes into this 3rd quarter now. Out left to the wing. To the inside. Here's Sarr. And that one is stuffed right through.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Harper misses.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Edwards can't hit. Cavaliers trail by 9. Towns outside. And there's a pick. Double team on Towns. Here's Miller. From outside, off the mark.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see, and your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Miller. 9 points in the game. Here's Harper. And another miss by Cleveland.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Guarded by Miller. Here's Watson. And he slams it in one-handed. That gives him a double-double.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. O'Neal, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Johnson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Here's Harper. He's got 10. Allen outside. Pass to Miller, looking to win the run. Counted from distance. Miller's got 12 points.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Harper. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Minnesota leading by 11. It's Johnson with a drive. The 6-footer. Sorry. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Harper. Pass to Towns. Towns, a screen on Johnson. Here's Miller. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
You know something else, guys?
One shot.
You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Cavaliers trail by 16. Towns outside. Pass to Miller. Somehow scores the layup in traffic. Miller's got 5 points now this quarter.
Huge night for Miller. We're seeing exactly why he went second overall. Brandon can take over a game.
Johnson against Miller. Goes up at the elbow. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now here's Towns. Give him 8. Here's Harper. Gets the 3 to fall. Harper's got 13.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Miller against Johnson. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Harper passes to Miller. O'Neal with it. And again, it's Cleveland converting.
And, you know, for Miller, his passing is probably the most valuable and overlooked part of his game.
And Minnesota calls time here. You'd rather not put these guys on the line. The top free throw shooting teams in the last month. The Cavs, 4th.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you foul them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
Here's Dillingham. He's scoreless. Pass to George. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Big swat right there from Towns, making his presence felt on the defensive end.
Thompson finds Mitchell. Towns for 3, and he gets it back. Clock at 6. Here's Freeman. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And pushing it up, here's Cleveland. Towns with the ball. Guarded now by George. Knocked away. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Mitchell. Thompson scanning the floor. They set the pick. Pulls up on the wing. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now here's Johnson. Here's Dillingham. George outside. They still need this. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. 9-point game. Spins. Pass to Thompson. Puts it up from 15. And he nails the jumper.
Thompson's so pure as a shooter. I mean, he gets that mid-range look, and he's not going to hesitate to let it go.
Now here's Johnson, defended by Thompson. Here's George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Max Strus picks one up. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
The first one falls. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Cleveland. George hits them both. Cavaliers trail by 9. Outside Butler. Pass to Mitchell. Sarr pulls it in.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
George with it. Towns covering. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. George has got 4 points this quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Towns. Give him 8 points now. Outside Mitchell. Launches it. The rebound by the Timberwolves. George feels it out a bit. To the paint. Here's Sarr, and he dunks it down.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Towns. And it's rejected. And that'll be Cleveland's ball as it goes out of bounds. Cavs keep possession here. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
Edwards, he's checked in for Johnson. Thompson passes to Butler. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Misi's got 4 rebounds now.
He's been ice cold tonight. You know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Now here's Towns. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Outside for Butler. Towns on a screen. Launches a 3. The 3 dropped in by Jimmy Butler.
Butler is a selective three-point shooter, but he'll knock them down if he gets a quality look.
George outside. Pass to Dillingham. They set the screen. Back to George. Here's Dillingham. Checked by Mitchell. Dillingham, no good.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Outside Butler. Towns with the ball. Puts up a deep 3. Allen, he's checked in for the Cavs. Brandon Miller comes in for Klay Thompson. Minnesota leading by 10. Outside Edwards. It's good! Edwards! What strength!
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Miller outside. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
That's good for Miller. And so it's Minnesota with it. 1 second left. The shot won't fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Miller. Then there's Butler. Then it's Jared Allen. And it's Harper in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Cavaliers trail by 9. Miller outside. Now here's Allen, guarded closely. Outside Butler, shot clock at 5. Pass to Towns. The 3 is up. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Dillingham. Covered by Towns. And he comes up with a bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Miller. And Harper gets it to go.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
The Timberwolves lead by 9. Covered by Towns. Pass to Dillingham. They set a pick. Here's Castle. And the shot goes down. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Here's Harper. Here's the teardrop. Misses at the rim. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Castle. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Towns. Here's Harper. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
He shoots it. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Please welcome to the court, the powerhouse
Sars checked in for Minnesota. Watson comes in for Anthony Edwards. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Michael Malone was going over with his team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pass to Castle. They set the pick. There's the 3. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Allen outside. Now Butler. A shot to stop the run. The shot no good. Here's Sarr, guarded by Miller. Pass to Castle. Screen by Watson from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Fades. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. The Timberwolves lead by 16. Covered by Towns. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Back to Watson. Pass to Dillingham. From the arc. Drains the triple. Dillingham's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Out to the wing. Tries it from 19. Harper misses.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Dillingham. Butler covering. Pass to Watson. Shoots over Miller. And it's Watson missing.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Here's Harper. Tries to break his ice. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
His third team foul. At the line for Cleveland, Harper taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Here's Castle. There's a screen. Here's Sarr. Money from 17 feet out. Sarr's got 10 points in just the second half.
He came out of halftime with renewed focus, heating things up offensively.
Pass to Miller. Butler on the wing. Allen a screen. Lets it go from deep. Butler, that's good.
A guy you have to guard at range. Butler isn't a volume three-point shooter, but he can hit them when the mood strikes.
To the middle. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here's Harper. Back to Miller. And here's Butler outside. And Cleveland another 3.
This team does a good job of keeping Butler involved in everything.
Here's Dillingham. Outside Watson. To the inside. Here's Sarr. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Harper. Miller outside. Lets it go from 11. It's good. Miller's got 19 points.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Down low. Here's Sarr. 3D that time from Allen. Cavaliers trail by 13. And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Watson taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That one's off. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. Now here's Towns. Pass to Harper. Now here's Miller. Fires the 3. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Edwards. Harper pulls it in.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Looks like he's shooting with a lot more confidence here in the second half.
To the paint. Rejected by Allen.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooting.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Miller. Five to shoot. Back to Towns. The 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Sarr's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. It's Edwards on the wing. Butler covering. Oh, a sensational slam by Ant.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And he drives in. Here's Harper. Pass to Butler. Towns on a screen. From the high post. From downtown. Sinks it from distance. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Pass to Butler. Here's Harper. Inside. Butler right to the heart.
Look, Butler will get his shot now, forcing his way inside that time.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Count it. Edwards got 26 points.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Here's Harper. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
At the line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots, Harper.
First free throw is good, and that brings him with an 8. Good on both. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Castle. Back to Edwards. Here's Sarr. Allen defending. 17-foot shot on the way. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Harper, 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings him with an 8. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Sarr. Oh, rejected by Allen. Here's Harper. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of 2 is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Castle. Edwards a screen on Towns. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Assange. At the line for 1.
One shot.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
16 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean,